But before I do that, hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5, where last time we got to check out the home base, mother base, and we jumped on a helicopter and we're going to do some things, which I guess that's what this is going to be all about. So, and also I'm switching to a controller because it seems like a lot of the prompts are for controller and that might make things a bit easier. After our trip in Afghanistan, I did have some issues with the controls on the keyboard and mouse, so I'm going to try with the controller and see how it goes from there. So let's take a look. Alright, so we have some briefings here on cassette tape. I'm old enough to remember that. Anyway, let's see. We have info tapes, music tapes, which I'm not going to touch. I don't want copyright strikes. Acquired tapes, so let's see. Briefing.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital, but the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different.
Okay, this could take an entire episode listening to these, and most of this is really confusing because Metal Gear Solid. Let's see. I know it's relevant information, but man, this is so over the top political and all that stuff. Let's go to his farm.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Yeah, fairly simple. So, let's see. Do I have to listen to more of this? I guess the yellow ones, maybe.
Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The mother base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good.
You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cyprus' private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist? Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home.
Don't play the pronoun game with me.
Returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm.
Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah, the doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that? I think so. When? Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Oh, please tell me I'm done with these now. So over dramatic. All right. Are we done? Oh, first person. All right. All right. What? Okay, we have. Can't do anything there. View mission
Please
list.
select a mission.
Oh,
I've
good.
taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Alright, so it looks like... Let's see... Alright, it looks like we can replay certain missions. Alright. But we will continue on. Let's see, Hero's Way. Eliminate the Spetsnaz detachment commander secretly involved in Scorched Earth operation in Afghanistan. The target and his recon unit have occupied Shago village and are ready to meet an assault. Let's see.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorched Earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of a Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him. The order from my client in the west is to shoot on sight. They want him out of the picture for good. Sorry, boss. This one's purely business. Wet work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
Our goal. So dramatic.
Mission
Alright.
accepted.
Alright, so our target is where again? Danger low. Alright, let's right here's good.
Heading to Afghanistan.
Alright, layout. Select equipment. Guess it'll be that. Let's see. Alright. Good. Alright. Okay, I can knock. Magazines and hand grenades, good. Items. Cardboard box. Phantom cigar. Alright, everything is equipped. What was that? NVG, oh, night vision goggles. Okay. Tools. Alright. Select buddy. D horse. Alright. No vehicle. Yep, yep. I'll go with Tiger. What was the option? Yeah, I'll go with the scarf. Head option. There is none. Alright, commence mission.
Deploying.
Alright.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago-Calais and eliminate the target.
Get started, Spat Commander. Alright. Right into a rock. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. Alright, back in Afghanistan. Yeah, I believe this was the same village I infiltrated, like at the beginning of that first time I was in Afghanistan. Meaning.
Arrived at your destination.
Alright. I think we're gonna be done there.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Actually, I
Marker
don't
removed.
need him.
Marker placed. Marker placed.
Can I see anybody else from here? So we have that patrol of 3. One guard there. Oh,
Marker
one
placed.
there. You're
Marker
patrolling.
placed.
Yeah, I don't think I need my marker
Marker
here.
removed.
Anybody else?
Что это постарались наши?
Marker placed.
Так вот,
Is that him?
это
Take a good look
грязная
at their faces so we can ID the targets.
приказы не обсуждаются. Мы должны выполнять данные нам задачи.
Marker removed. Marker placed.
Ее сжигаем.
Marker
Только
placed.
так мы раздавим душмана. За родину! Но помните, мирных жителей
Alright.
трогать нельзя. Если среди них будут жертвы, Это только подольет масло в огонь. Если командир прикажет мне убить гражданского,
Alright.
я убью командира. Я к этому готов. Надеюсь...
I believe that's him. Hello. Okay, I don't actually need to mark them. Don't need to mark you anyway.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker removed.
Alright, well. Let's find a safer way down. Oh, guess that's happening. Whoops. Oh, that's right. I need to ready the weapon first.
Boss, intelligence work is all about observation and gathering information. Start by using your binoculars to get a grasp of your surroundings.
Which I did. Alright. More of them than I thought. Alright, so...
Marker removed. Marker removed.
I see you there. Who else is around here?
Marker removed.
What's that? Huh. I should probably turn that light off. Alright, let's pick you up. Out this way. Put you there. Oh. Bye-bye.
You gonna extract him?
Why not? Just did. Is there a way to... Alright, so we will pick this up in the next episode. I'm going to take that guy down. So, remember, like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll catch you next time. Later.